agree with client and start time tracking. Great. So before I was thinking,
what are you doing?
Oh,
Hello everybody, how you doing today? Johnny with Whiskey Tango. Let's go, let's go. How's your day going? Hope it's going well. Alright, let's get to this. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching. Let's get this train going. Alright, I guess I'll start off with my notes here. Put together some notes. So, to begin, let's say you're interested in line coding, learning C++, which is great, that's awesome. I'm here to help if you need any support with line coding. Yeah, definitely check it out. I got a bunch of videos in mathematics and line coding, do a lot of examples, so be great, check it out. This video is kind of a tutorial slash how-to. It's a little bit of pain, okay, a little bit. I'm on Windows. I have Windows 10 Pro, and it's 64-bit architecture, okay? Now, I don't know what your system is, but I'm gonna do kind of the tutorial on that. So, using Windows 10, it doesn't matter if you have Home or Pro, either is fine. Just it's a matter of checking what architecture you have, right? I'm not going to bring that up. So, what is SFML? Well, SFML stands for Simple and Fast Multimedia Library. Okay, guys? So, It helps to have kind of, maybe some others will say that you don't need to know how to line code, but it kind of helps. That way you have an understanding of what each kind of item that you type in line coding, like what it does and what it means. Like, for example, objects, right? What is an object, right? You should be able to know the difference between a function and such. So that helps. Definitely start from the ground up when learning coding, because you need that foundation. All right. Examples, images. Let's see if I can bring up some images here. SFML. Okay, actually their website has something that's good. Okay, let's start off with Visual Studio. Okay, so SFML, it connects, is kind of like a connection with your Visual Studio, so that you can type code and then have a window pop up and have animations, in other words, like create like objects in games. Okay, so it's multimedia, provides a simple interface to the various components of your PC to ease the development of games and multimedia applications. Okay, take note that this is pretty much 2D games, and they are still popular. Like, I mean, sure, there's a lot of apps on your smartphone that are 2D. RPG games, 2D, they're still very popular, guys. Okay. Let's start off. I guess the first thing you want to do is begin installing Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay, you're gonna want this. I'll bring this up. Okay, so I got just, I don't know, whatever you're using for a browser. I'm using Chrome. You can use obviously Bing or Firefox, Mozilla, whichever you use. And just type basically, I don't know, download Visual Studio. And then of course you'll have a list that pops up. And then just search for Visual Studio 2022. Okay? You want Visual Studio, not code. Okay? Visual Studio. Alright, so you scroll down and then obviously click the download. You want the Community 2022 version. Okay, it's a free download through Microsoft, right? You can create your own account as well. There's also a link to GitHub and such. So probably best to sign in, create an account. If you have a Gmail account, sign up. Why not? I don't know, maybe you have an account already if you're an Xbox gamer, I don't know. So community, okay? So you click that, and then of course the pop-up comes up, right? And then you want to put it in downloads, okay? Stick it in your downloads folder. It'll be downloaded, I don't think, yeah, you'll get a little executable file for the download. Okay, so obviously I have it, so there's no reason for me to download it right now. Okay, it's an IDE, right? And you can also do C# coding in it as well. And plus Visual Studio has a compiler already kind of built in. You don't have to like do anything else crazy like G++ line commands and such. I mean, you can once you get more advanced. You pretty much would do your line coding through let's see, PowerShell or your command prompt, right? Command prompt. Okay, but for the most part, Visual Studio, it has its own compiler, which is awesome. Okay, so when you create a new one, we'll get into that. But let's see, bring this back up. There's tutorials as well. and such. You can kind of read through this, and these are kind of extensions. So anyways, just begin with that. Download Visual Studio 2022 community version. Okay, there's the link here for you guys. I know you obviously can't click it. With me, I could hit Control Plus and just click it. I'm holding Control right now, and it brings the little, the hand up, so I could just click it. Okay. Visual Studio Community 2022, 64-bit, right? So the key thing is type system, type sys, and then bring up your system information. Okay. And that'll tell you. So when you do that, okay, so let me get to this here. All right. VS Community, it's the most comprehensive IDE for .NET and C++ developers on Windows for building web, cloud, desktop, mobile apps, services, and games. Okay. SFML, you can actually create your own games. Okay, which is awesome. I'm doing this tutorial because there's a bit of a pain in the setup. Okay, so by all means, I'm no SFML code boss, but with the C++ background that I have already, it definitely helps. It makes it easier to understand the code, and it's kind of like riding one bike and jumping on another bike, right? Okay, so you type SYS, right? Go to the bottom here and type here to search SYS, click system information, and then somewhere in that list you'll see system type, and if it says x64 base PC, well, that'll tell you you have a 64-bit operating system. Okay. There's also x86, I believe that's 32-bit. Okay. So in your downloads folder, I recommend you run it as an administrator. Just click the executable that's downloaded in your downloads folder. Okay. Right. Downloads folder, the executable. Run that. Be patient. Allow it to do its thing, right? There's always some initial kind of setup and lots of things kind of going on in the background. So allow the install to happen. Okay, so be patient. It may take some time. Now Visual Studio does get updated. Now I don't know if you can maybe type update Visual Studio. I don't know if there's an update somewhere. Probably not through the program itself, but it will update. Usually you'll get a notification of some sort, right? So when you install it and everything and you run it and such, hopefully you're all good. And if it needs an update, just let it happen. Okay, so so if you want to know what version you have, just click help and then about Microsoft. Okay, and it'll tell you what version you have and obviously the architecture as well. Okay guys, free download. There's always going to be computers. There's the growth. I don't know. I think because it's free, this is just my own thinking. They want people out there to learn. Coding's not the easiest thing to learn, but if you can grasp things easily, especially I feel if you're really good at mathematics and such, I don't think you'll have a problem. Okay, so there's that. So that's the first step. Okay, you can run it and open it and whatever, but for the most part, you just want it installed. You don't want to have it running yet. Okay, the second thing to do is go to the sfml-dev.org/index.php. Okay, you can type that in your search bar. Bring this up. Okay, and just type it up in there, right? So bringing that up, so let's bring the main page. I guess, I wanted to show this, I guess, first, but I'll bring this and then I'll just kind of bring the home page, okay? So you can create kind of games like this, right? Once you get more advanced and such, which is pretty awesome, right? Typical type RPG game, like, just trying to think of some old school ones. What was popular? I'm thinking Link. I don't know why Link is in my head, but there's another one that's really popular. So that's that. Let's go to the main page. Okay. So obviously there's a download link, right? So SFML. All right. This is fun and awesome. Again, if you want to get into building games and such, I do highly recommend, you don't need to be a master coder, but at least get the basics and foundation of C++ line coding understood. Type some code, learn about, like, there's so many things, obviously variables, memory allocation, stack and heap, variables, data types, min and max values. There's all those basics, and then advancing yourself to understanding while loops and for loops, and then up to like classes. You don't really need to know classes, but have an understanding of object-oriented programming, OOP, and also functions, creating your own functions, okay? Main is a function. You can create other type of functions called int functions, double functions, Boolean functions. They're all functions still, right? So anyways, it would definitely help, right? You'll kind of walk into SFML, and it'll be like really easy for you to learn and understand, okay? So of course they have tutorials and such, right? And then they got all this information here. You can obviously use it on Linux, Mac OS, Android, and iOS, apparently. I'm doing the Windows setup for you guys. I'm not on Linux or Mac OS, so I'm sure you can find a YouTube video somewhere on how to set that up, because it's a different setup entirely, okay? SFML has official bindings for the C and .NET languages. Thanks to its active community, it's also available in many other languages, okay? All right, where are we going next? So let's see, that's a download. So you also must download the package that matches your version of C++ Visual C, okay? That's what I was trying to get at. You need to know the version as well. And in my case, I'm using version 17, okay? So on the website, I guess we'll go to download, right? And then here's the download link, right? I click download and then click this, okay? I have it downloaded, so I don't need to, right? So your architecture, right, of your operating system or your computer. I'm using Visual C++ 17, right? So therefore I downloaded this. Okay, it gets downloaded as a zip file. Okay, do the same thing, just download it to your downloads folder. Okay, and of course there's links here for Linux, Mac OS, and source code, of course. So, and of course, if you have a 32-bit architecture, you can still download it, right? All right, so it has to match. All right, so get this information first. Which Visual Studio Community version are you using? All right, there's obviously different years as well. These are the release dates for C++ version 15, 16, and I'm on 17. Okay, makes sense? I hope so. So that's the second step. Okay, download it to your C downloads folder. That's what I recommend. All right, that's where you should be downloading stuff anyways. Unless you're downloading pictures or whatever, you can obviously download that straight to your pictures folder. But when you're downloading software or executables and such, yeah, use your main downloads folder, okay, on your C drive. Hopefully you have a lot of space, okay. Let me just do something here. I don't know, maybe some of you aren't used to File Explorer, right? Okay, so like you just highlight your drive, okay, and then click Properties, okay. I have an NVMe, so mostly anything I put on my NVMe storage is 500 gig. Obviously the operating system, drivers, updates, patches, and what else not, right? And then maybe I'll throw a game or two on, right? I usually don't like to fill up my main hard drive. It's not a hard drive, it's actually a flash drive, flash memory. Okay, so that's how you do that. And then I got a hard drive for storing like games and pictures and whatever. This is my gaming hard drive, and then my pictures, videos, and that. So secondary and a third hard drive definitely is helpful. Okay, don't overload your C drive, but you do want to download the Visual Studio and SFML onto your C drive. Okay, so these are main programs. That's where you want them. They'll just load and run a lot quicker being on your C drive. All right, guys. Okay, so create a new folder on your C drive. Okay. Right, and so what I did is I created a new subfolder, right, called Libraries. Okay, and that's where the SFML. So you'll go from your downloads. You can either copy it or cut it and just paste it in your Libraries folder, and then you extract it right here. Okay. Then you right click over the file, like I don't know, mine's downloaded or not, but bring the WinZip file, right? Again, you can keep it in downloads and just create a copy and then paste it in your library. Then highlight over the file, and then it'll be like extract all. You'll see an extract all. Okay. So other little details, okay? I'm gonna help you with because it's a bit painful, guys. Okay. So I've been grinding quite a bit and figuring it out and getting it. So I'm here to help you guys kind of make it easier for you. Okay. All right. File names. When you create file names, don't have any spaces. Okay. My file name has no spaces, 0. Okay, that's just a Windows thing. All right. Let me have some coffee here, guys. Whoops. Okay. So right-click the zip file and click Extract All. Okay. Right, like I said, you got to highlight the file and then right click. Okay. All right, so extract all. So when I did the extract all, it actually had a double folder. Okay, so it was like libraries and SFML, and then it had another folder, and then it had this this folder inside of it. So there was like a duplicate of this. Okay, so what I did is here, because there was a duplicate, I created like a new temp folder. Okay, and then I took the one that has all the information in it, like bin, doc, examples include, and I cut that. I cut it and then I pasted it, right? Pasted it into temp, okay? And then there will be an empty folder. It might have a subfolder, but it'll probably be empty as well, right? So just delete it. So the main topic here, what I'm trying to get at is, when you have libraries, okay, right, you don't need this temp folder anymore, right? So once you delete everything, you can just delete, okay? But I'll just leave it for now. It doesn't really matter. Okay, you want the link, the path to be libraries, SFML dash, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have to be exactly this. You can call it whatever you want. This is the version of SFML that I have. It's 2.6.1. Okay, and again, libraries, then SFML, and then immediately inside will be your bin, docs, examples, right? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get at. Otherwise, you're going to have like libraries, SFML, another folder, and then it's going to say SFML dash, and then it's going to have all the bin and doc and example. I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at, right? So that's why I created the temp folder. Okay, I cut this folder that had everything in it. All right, just cut it. Paste it in your temp, and then you'll have this folder again, right? And it'll be empty. Make sure it's empty, right? Don't accidentally delete. It doesn't matter. You should have it WinZipped and downloaded. Like, don't delete the WinZip file, but like keep a backup or whatever in case you kind of derp, right? You can still start all over again. All right, hope that helps. Okay, so the path should now be C libraries / SFML dash 2.6.1, right? It doesn't have to be like this. You can name it just SFML, whatever you choose, okay? Inside that folder should also be bin, doc, examples include, okay? So that should be the exact path. So if I click bin, then the path would be bin, right? Okay, you don't want to have, I'm not going to carry on, but that's kind of what you want to do. I hope you guys understand, right? Because there will be a duplicate folder, right, when you extract it all. That's all I'm trying to get at. Okay, so be aware of it. Okay, so like I said, duplication of this name for there'll be 2 folders. Okay, I'm gonna carry on because I think that's enough of that. So like I said, if you need a temp folder, just cut and paste the second one with all of its belongings into that temp folder. And then delete the first or empty folder that has that name. Okay, and then lastly, from the temp, cut and paste the it's kind of a tongue twister, SFML. All right, cut this folder with all of its belongings back into C libraries. Okay, all right, 4th step, create a Windows environment variable. This is kind of a thing of Windows that a lot of people, it's not a common thing people use, so it's not really a known thing, right? So there's a application in Windows called Windows Environment Variable. Okay, so step 4, click your type here to search, right? And then type env, okay? And it's called Edit the System Environment Variables, okay? So, and then just run it, right? So I'm going to bring it up so you can see. All right, here we go. So you can read that still, right? So type env, click it, bring it up. It's called Systems Properties up here, but click the edit. Click edit the system environment variables. Okay, yeah, that's what I did here, right? Okay, and then it pops it up. Now click environment variables, which is down here. Okay, click that. All right, these are key steps, guys. So, and then click new. Okay, right up here, yes, at the top part. Okay, click new, and this is where you create this path right here, SFML _dir, and then what you need is the path to that folder. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this. Let me show you a shortcut. So I'm already in it. I click the folder, and then if you click up here in Windows or in your File Explorer, right, I highlighted the folder. It's on my C drive, and then I clicked up here, and then you can just copy this. So go Control C, copy that, and then you can go back to here, and then see, and then I can paste it. There we go. And then I just type SFML. I'm just showing you I've already created it. Okay, variable name SFML _dir, and then type the path. Okay, and then you click OK. I'm not going to do that because obviously I've already done it. It's right here. Okay, and then click OK, 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 right, to close everything, right? OK, 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 right, because there's another one here, so there's 3 OKs to click. So if you had Visual Studio Community open, you need to close it. Okay, keep it closed, exit the program. We're not quite ready yet. And then when you're kind of making changes to a system, like it's just like anything, downloading a new game or whatever, you want to restart, right? The program's no different. You're changing variables in the system, you kind of have to restart everything to make that happen. Well, you don't have to restart Windows, but you do have to close Visual Studio and then reload it, right? But we're not done yet, so keep it closed for now, okay? Because it needs a fresh launch, in other words, okay? So now we need to tell Windows where to find the SFML.dll files, okay? .dll files are called dynamic link library files. The extension is .dll, okay? By adding them to your path can't even spell environment. Okay, variables. Okay, so again, if you probably closed it, but let's open it again. It might be here again, right? Or you could just type env again. Edit the system and variables. I don't know why I didn't, but anyways, we're gonna bring it up again. All right. Step 5. I don't know if it sees. No, that won't work. Okay. All right. So .dll dynamic link library files. Okay. Windows. You need to tell Windows where to find them. Okay. So under user variables. Okay. So we're gonna click. Okay. Click. We got it open. Now click environment variables again. All right. I'm trying to go through this slow. Some channels will go through it too quickly. Trust on that, and then you'll be lost. All right, so I'm going to go through it slowly here for you guys. All right, just keeping it generalized is all. Okay, so here we go. So now you want to click path. It says right here what I typed up under variable. Okay, right here, variable. Click the word path. Okay, there we go. I click the word path. Word path. Okay, highlight it and then click edit. Okay, so in here we have to type this right here. Okay, so click new, right? You would click new, right? And it would do that. Of course, I don't need a new one, but you would type, I would just type a $% and then put your cursor in between the $% and then type SFML _dir. And then after the percent, \bin. Okay, just like I have there, but I don't need it. Actually, I gotta delete that now because I don't want a duplicate. So, percent, it's the name of the folder that you just created. Okay, or let me just cancel this right here. Okay, the first thing we created. Okay, that's the exact same name. All right, so click path, edit, SFML _dir %, right? And then \bin, BIN, okay? And then click again, okay, 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 right? I'm just canceling it because I've already got it done. All right? So those are 2 key steps, okay? You need to do those, right? You need to tell Windows where to look. We're just creating a link here to this library folder. It's really what we're doing. All right? So if above steps are done properly, you should have 0 pop-ups or errors. You shouldn't have any problems, right? And that usually, you'll get pop-ups or errors maybe when you're loading Visual Studio or something, right? But you can rewind the video and kind of go through the steps again. Hopefully I'm being as clear as much or better than that for you guys, okay? So now you need a fresh new program. Now you get to play with Visual Studio. Now you get to open it, okay? You need to create a main.cpp file, okay? And add it to the project. All right, so let me just close this for now. And then I'll kind of try to show you here, okay? So right here, just create a new project. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want the one that's console app. Okay, that way you have a console. Okay, console is what outputs whatever you type in the main function. Okay, and it'll create the int main body for you and have a C out line statement for you. Right, C++ Windows console. Okay. And then click next, and then just type the name of your project. You can call it whatever you want. Mine, I call it SFML game. Okay, I already have one created. And then also I have another thing to show you guys, right? So this is kind of key too. So I created a dev folder, DV, and I have one for my C++ series and C# series. Okay. Right, see that? So this is an extra folder I created. You can name it whatever you want, right? But C, dev, okay, and then create subfolders. All right, so the path should be there. You might have to search for the location, right? Okay. You might have to search for it, but if you want, again, C folder, your C drive, create a brand new folder, right? You click here and then just right click, new folder, of course, and then type DEV. Okay. I'm just gonna type temp for now. Okay. And then in that folder, same thing. New folder, and then type CPP. Okay, of course I'm just going to type something else. Alright? Whatever you want to call it. Call it my CPP. I don't know, doing it for fun CPP. Whatever you want to do. It's your system, you can create it. But again, no spaces. Okay? don't have any spaces. All right, that's key, guys. No spaces in the name. All right. Don't worry about it for now. All right, and then you can keep that check mark. That's fine. And then hit create, and then it'll create like a brand new game for you, or not a game, a program for you with the Hello World by default. Okay, it'll do some of the line code for you. All right, it also even includes the OStream header file as well. So console app, guys. I mean, you can go empty project. It still has a console where you're gonna end up having to type all that code. And if you're new to line coding, you won't really know what to type. So this one here will set it up for you. All right. So I'm just gonna open up this. Okay. All right. This is the main I'm talking about right here. Okay. Let's go back down here. All right, so that we've got done. Okay, so now you have you should have Visual Studio open. You should have, like, I don't know. I mean, should I show you guys? I don't know. I don't want to create a new one, but you can delete them. Let's do it. Create new project. Okay, next. SFML for viewers. Okay, this is just for you guys. Okay, location, I'm going to store it in my CDAV CPP series. Okay, keep that check mark. Create. Okay, there we go. All right, that's it right there. And you can actually, it's already got line code. You can run this already. Alright, it'll give you all this information. It includes this. So you're pretty much ready, right? You're going to have like a fresh, brand new program. I could run this and it'll run. Hello World. Okay? Let's go back into here. Okay, let's see. Again, no spaces, all right, guys, when you're creating your file names. Okay, yeah, I've already explained this to you, showed you that. So you have a fresh new program open, okay? So SFML and Visual Studio, creating and configuring a project. Just thinking but if you ignore that, it's a project. Okay. Now at the top left of Visual VS Community, click Solution Explorer. That's right here. Hopefully you have this up. Sometimes it's a little tricky getting. You got to look for it. It's called tabs. Okay. Place tabs on left. Okay. If that's how you want to set it up, you can have it at the top or you can have it at the right. Just whatever you choose. Okay, you need tabs, TABS. Okay, so click Solution Explorer. Okay, and then whatever you called your game, right? Like when you created the project name, it'll be your project name.cpp. Okay, so now you right click that. Oh, my bad, wrong spot. Right click that. Okay. Let's start again. Okay. Now at the top left of VS Community, click Solution Explorer. Okay, right there. And then on this side, you want to right click over your project name, scroll down and click Properties. Okay. There we go. This is key right here too, guys. All right. So let me go over it before I show you. Okay. So this is kind of what you need. This is kind of the painful part, because let's bring up the website again. I don't have it open. Okay, let me go here. Bring this back. Do I have it duplicated? I don't know. Yeah, I do. Let's close that. Here we go. I didn't close everything there, I hope. Did I? Oh yeah, I'm awesome. I closed everything. Let's go. Give me a sec, guys. Let's change it up. Change the tunes up. I only close the music, guys. It's not a big deal. But we'll throw this in for fun. Let's do it again.
Go!
Thanks, Homer. Okay. I'm going to go to the main here. Alright, so you want to go to Learn. So click Learn, Tutorials. Okay. I think it's this link here. Okay, so the website's really good. It's got a lot of tutorials and that. It helps you through, helps walk you through. Okay. This is what we're getting into right now. Okay. They do give you a generalized idea on what to do, but it's not like, I don't know, I don't want to, like, it's a great website, okay, it's a great program, great people, I'm sure, but you can get a little confused with this, okay? So I'm going to show you. The confusing part is right here, at the linker input part, okay? That's why I'm doing this video, so you guys can see. The first two steps are easy, okay? So let's go over it. Okay, again, Solution Explorer, right click, Properties, and of course I can't see it right now, or can I? Nah, it won't let me, dang. I was hoping it would. Okay, so right here, C/C++, click the arrow and then General. Okay, it's right here. We want additional include directories. Okay. So what you need is the include folder. Okay, so going back to here. Okay, libraries. And just open this up, and then click the include folder. Okay. Again, we're in the C drive, libraries, SFML, and then include. Okay, and then up here, just click that again. Copy that line, okay, and then go back, and then you click in here, okay. It might be empty when you do it, right? I added this extra line. It's called % additional library directories. Let's see if I could copy it all here so you can see. So I'm just gonna copy it. I'm going to cancel this, and we're going to go back here. So right click the name of your file, click properties. Okay, we've done that, and then right here. Okay, so I'm just going to paste this. Okay, so I'm going to separate it so that you can see. All right, this is the path, right? C libraries, your SFML folder, whatever you named it, and the include folder. Make sure you have a semicolon. Okay, there has to be a semicolon. Okay, now you can add this if you want. I don't think like it's gonna work just fine without that line, but you can add it. Again, no spaces. Okay, guys, no spaces. Okay, so going back, properties, we're right here. Okay, include additional properties. No, sorry. Let's go over C libraries, SFML, yada yada yada, / include, semicolon, and then you could add this. It's %, and then it's got 2 parentheses or 2 brackets, and then inside additional library directories. That's if you want to add it, and then click OK. All right. I'm not going to though. Let's do the second step. Okay, so I'm giving you here, right? The first step was C++ general. Now we're going to linker general. Okay, we need the lib file, the lib file now. Okay, so click the lib file, or folder I mean, and then up here again, just click up here and then copy that. Control C. Alright, and then go back to, right, you're gonna have it in memory, right, just like I did. Okay, now let's go click Solution Explorer, right click, Properties. Okay, so let's just close that. Now we're gonna do linker. Okay, linker general. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I forgot to mention. Okay, I hope you haven't done it yet, but let's backtrack. I forgot that one step right here, configuration. This is the tough part that a lot of people, like, it's not explained very well on the internet. Okay, that's why I'm doing this video. Hopefully I'm doing something that, showing you guys something that other people aren't. Alright, so all configurations. Okay, again, when you put in your include folder, make sure you're on all configurations. Okay, my apologies. If you messed up, let's say maybe you already did it. Let's say you're in active or in debug. Well, it doesn't matter. It puts it in there anyways, but you could clear it, right? It could go like this. Clear it if you want, and then save, apply, and then OK. But I'm not going to. Okay, it doesn't matter because it actually puts it in there when you're on all configs. Okay, so make sure you're in all configurations. All right, C/CPP general, and then right here again. Again, you don't need that. And if you don't put in this, you don't need that semicolon either. Okay? Alright, I'm just going to show you some extra steps here. Oh, okay? That's all you need is the path. That's it. Okay? But if you choose to have that other one, that percent, yada 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 stuff, make sure you have a semicolon. Okay, I'm going to cancel and bring it back. Okay? Alright, let's go back. So now we're going to linker again. Okay, linker, general. Again, keep it on all configurations. Okay? We're in linker, general. Now we're going into this one here, additional library directories. It's the same thing, guys. Okay? So I'm just going to delete that. Right? And you need the C libraries, your SFML folder, /lib folder. Okay? Your lib folder. Again, same thing, just copy that. Right? Go back, click in here, and paste it. Okay? Again, like I said, if you choose to have that other percent stuff, yada yada yada, right? Additional blah blah blah. Whoops. Caps locks. You have to have a semicolon. Okay, you have to separate everything, right? So I'm going to cancel that again, right? Because mine's already set up. I don't need to save it and click OK. But once you guys have it typed in properly and you got your semicolon, again, like I said, let's go back to the program. If you choose, okay, if you choose to have this in afterwards, you got to have the semicolon. If you don't want it, you don't need the semicolon. That's all I'm trying to get at. Okay? And that's what it looks like. Alright, percent, 2 brackets, additional library directories. Again, see, no spaces. Okay, guys? And this is what it's going to look like if you decide that you want everything. Okay. All right, so that's all configurations, right? All configurations, all configurations. Okay. I'm just gonna delete this. Now the third one, step C, linker input. Okay, this is the one that is easy to mess up and it's not very well explained. Okay, so this time we're going into release. Okay, and we need a bunch more information. All right, it's gonna get a little crazy. Stuff we've done so far has been fairly straightforward. This stuff here can make you pull your hair. Trust me, you can type program, you can type code, it's not going to run for you unless you actually have this stuff inside. Okay? So don't think that you can just run and start typing code and then it's all going to be hunky-dory and everything's going to work. No, it's not going to. You need to do these steps. Okay, so here we go. This is key. So there's going to be inside, it's going to say this stuff right here. $, bracket, core library dependencies. Don't mess with this, okay? Make sure, maybe even copy this and copy it to Notepad or whatever. Because just in case you delete it by accident, right? You don't want to try to remember, oh my goodness, what was there? It's gone. Oh my, what am I going to do? Because we're typing all of this stuff here in front of it. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to show you what this is. Okay, all this stuff here goes in front of this stuff, right? You'll see it. So let's go in. Let me show you. Okay, right click, properties. This time we're going to be on, we could start with release. Okay. This is the part where they don't explain. Okay, very well. Okay, so configuration, release. Okay, guys. Additional library directories. No, I'm in the wrong one. Oh my goodness. Input. Okay, cancel. Start again here. Linker input. My bad, guys. Okay, that's where we're going. We're already done with the general folders. Okay. Starting from scratch. Let's go back. Properties. Change it to release. But this time we're going to be in linker input. Okay, linker input. All right, this is where it goes. Additional dependencies. Okay, so you're just going to click in there. There's also a edit. You can click edit and it'll bring this up. You can just type them right in here. Okay, there's that $, core library dependencies I was talking about. Right? Is that the only one in there? I just want to have a look. I also have additional dependencies. Okay, but that I think it's placed into a different area. Let's bring it up. Okay, we're in input. Click edit. Let's see where they had that additional one. There it is. There's the additional. You can't edit right in here, but you can edit here. Okay, you can only edit up here. So for me, I'll explain this. Let's bring that up again. Okay, let me explain. Okay, let's go through this. So they're showing it to you how to do it on the website, which is great. Okay, it helps, but it can be a little confusing, right? Here's the key words right here. These paths are the same in both debug and release configuration. Okay, a lot of people might not read this stuff, right? Or they might get confused as to what it means. Okay, that's what they're talking about right here. All configurations, all configurations. Okay, this was step A and B, right? Cancel. Step A and B, right? Okay, bring that back up. So, and then right here, okay? Notice this, right? Because it's not very clear, right? Whoever's doing this setup, it's a bit older. It's a 32-bit architecture, okay? So this is what we're doing right now. The next step is to link your application to SFML libraries, the .lib files, okay? And you actually have to type all those in, okay? Where are they? Right here, okay? C drive, libraries, SFML folder, and the lib folder, okay? They're all in here, okay? So to explain, you need the audio if you want audio, right? If you want sound in the games that you're gonna do. Of course, you're gonna need graphics. I added in main, network. I added in system and Windows. So basically, so I'm gonna explain which ones because I know there's a lot here. Okay, there's -S, which stands for static. Okay, and there's -D, which stands for dynamic. Okay, static is stationary, dynamic is, well, moving. Okay, you can have a static setup or you can have a dynamic setup. Okay, I went with dynamic. Okay, the dynamic, the -D ones, they go into, just to be clear, they go into your debug. So you can all, it's called dynamic, but they're also, you could think of them as the debug ones, okay, if you will. All right, so I didn't add the -S, okay, I got this to work. All right, took a little bit of pain in figuring out, but I got it. Here I'm sharing with you guys to hopefully make your life easier. Okay, so these are the names. You could probably right-click rename and then just copy the name, but whatever you do, don't accidentally rename it, okay? That's bad. Don't rename the file, okay? That won't be good. Okay, maybe that's a bad suggestion. Maybe just type it. It's SFML-audio-D. Okay, you're gonna need both of them. Okay, the audio and the audio-D. You're gonna need the OpenAL32. You're gonna need the regular graphics, and then you're gonna need the -D one. Okay, one's for release and one's for debug. Okay, just to be clear, release, debug. All right, and then I did the main as well. Okay, main and -D. You can choose to do static or dynamic. So if you choose to do static, I recommend you go main for your release. Debug, I think actually you need it. There's notes in here, okay? Hold up. I just went with dynamic. It was, I mean, I don't know how to say it, but it's just safer and it worked, okay? The next step in is blah, blah, blah. Okay, libraries must be added in the project properties in linker input additional dependencies, okay? Just like it's showing here. Add all the SFML libraries that you need, for example, right? So this is where it lets you know to add them, but the rest of it's unclear, okay? Okay, what else? What other notes? So it is important to link the libraries that match configuration. Right here, this is the key right here. Maybe people don't read this, but that's why it's in red, okay? The -D ones are for debug, and the regular ones are for release. Okay, a bad mix may result in crashes. Okay, that's what I wanted to show. Okay, so when you first get into your program, right? When you first go into properties, right? There's gonna be this core library and dependencies and possibly additional dependencies. It'll be there. Don't lose that. I have it right at the end. Okay? And there is a semicolon there. Okay? No spaces. Okay, guys? No spaces. But I just wanted to do that so you can see there's a semicolon creating separation. Okay? Alright? I have it right up here anyways in case you do derp. Like, it's okay. I mean, it happens to everybody. You could accidentally just overwrite it. It can happen. But just to give you, you know, kind of a heads up. Be wary. Just be wary. Okay? So everything is in front of the $. Okay? So I'll show you. We are on release. Okay, we're on release. We're in linker input, additional dependencies. I have the OpenAL. I'll explain that soon. Okay, I have the audio one. Remember, it's not the -D. We're doing release. Okay, just the regular ones go in here. Okay, the graphics is there. The main is there. Okay, the network is there. The system is there, and window is there. Okay? Again, there's semicolons in between each one as well, guys. Okay? Just to be clear. Alright? Same thing at the end. Semicolon. Alright? I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to save it by accident. Okay? So you're going to need to type in... So we're doing release right now. Where is release? Release. Okay? That's why I put these notes here. Be really careful to place the cursor exactly and not to overwrite any of the text that is already there. Okay? That being this stuff here, right? I mean, it's right here for you if you need to type it again. Okay? That's what it looks like. That'll already be in there for you guys. Okay, don't lose it. It's got to be in there. Okay, and then you type in, again, note that no spaces are allowed, okay, for any Windows operating system. And then again, you're going to type all this stuff in here, okay? I'm just going to separate it so you can see. Alright, that's everything. Alright, OpenAL, SM Audio, graphics, main, network. Again, it's all in here, guys. Okay? Alright, it's in your lib folder. Libraries, SFML, LIB folder. Alright? Alright, so now we're going to do, once you got that done, okay, again, this here is going to be right after that, okay? Just like that. Okay, that's how long it is. Alright, that's what it's going to look like. Okay, I'm going to undo that, and then I'm going to show you. Let's go back here. Properties. Wow, that's interesting. Different set of properties, okay? But that's okay. We'll bring this up. Okay, I clicked the folder that's up top. The main one, if you will. Okay, linker, input. Alright, one more time. Again, we're on release here. Okay, release. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to bring it up again. Now let's do debug. Okay, so change it. It doesn't matter which one, I don't think. I had mine on active. Even if I change it to debug, it's still there. So mine was on active. So we're still in the linker and input. Okay, but this time you're putting. Okay, the OpenAL 32 doesn't have a dash, just so you guys know. Okay, there's only one DLL file. Okay, OpenAL32.lib. I added that in there. Now, to be honest, I don't know if you needed it. I had it in debug at first, and it ran just fine, but I added it also in release. I don't know if it's necessary to be there. Not 100% sure, but I have it in there anyways, but I can still run it. Okay, so having a look. See, now we're having the -D ones. Okay, so if you wanted to save yourself some time, right, go back to debug, right? You could actually just highlight all that, Control C, okay, and then you go debug. Well, actually, I did that. I meant to go to release. That's what I meant to, because release was the one you did, right? So you have to take your mouse and just swipe right. That's how you highlight it. Control C. Okay. All right, we're still in input. Now change it to debug. And then again, remember core library dependencies and additional dependencies, that's in there. Okay. Again, there's a semicolon, all right? Don't overwrite these, okay? And then all you have to do is just paste it, right? And then you just saved yourself a bunch of extra typing, right? So make sure, I'm gonna cancel it anyways. And then all you have to do is just go like this, and then go -D, -D, go to the next one, right? -D, that's all you have to do. Once you copy and paste it, right? It'll save you some typing. Right, and then do all of them. Again, they're all -D, so I'll just go Control Home here. Okay, the Open AL32, no, there's no -D, okay? Remember, there's only one file, guys. Right? There's only one file. And that's the name of it. Okay, Audio -D, Graphics -D, Main -D. We're in debug, right? Linker input debug. Okay, that's why I'm doing this video, because this is the confusing part, I think, for a lot of people. Okay, network -D, system -D, and window -D. Okay, and then again, there's a semicolon at the end of that, separating the core library dependencies and additional dependencies. Even the additional ones, like if you notice, that was actually there, right? I didn't have to type that in. There's even a semicolon separating that. Okay, guys, I hope that's clear as mud. Hope that's clear as mud, right? So there we go. Linker input, debug or debug active, additional dependencies, and then that's what you type in. Okay? I'll separate this just so you can see it. Hopefully it's clear to see, because I know it's a little harder to read inside there, right? Hopefully that's clear for you. Okay, that's what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to undo that. Okay, so again, debug and release, you can use, like when you're doing coding, you could either use debug or release. It's up here, right? That's what it is. Again, your operating system, x64, okay? That's what it should be at. Unless you have a 32-bit, right? If you have 32-bit, it's x84, okay? Clear as mud. Again, 64-bit operating system or architecture, which I have, okay? If you have a 32, it's x86. Okay, again, if you want to know, just type system. System information will tell you which architecture you have, okay? Right. That's pretty much it. And then again, At the top, I'll show you at the top of your header file, you need this, right? That's the first one you need, really. You need these two lines. The IO stream, of course, that's standard library, right? And then include the SFML /graphics.hpp, right? These ones you kind of use when, you know, like you can add them. It doesn't matter if they're there or not. It's not going to hurt, right? But it depends on the level of programming you're doing, right? Okay, so that's at the top, above your main function. All right, this is, in case some of you are wondering, learned that from a guy, and that's RAII, like RAII. It has to do with arrays and creating functions that actually will automatically delete a new operator for you. If you're using the new operator when you're creating arrays, it's pretty cool. Little void program, void function. You don't even have to think, it does it for you. Okay, so just ignore that. Normally that's empty. Okay. Just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so I do have a little program run. I'll show you guys. It's nothing special, but let's finish up here. Okay, so don't forget. Okay, you need that first include header file. Okay, so if you need further or additional setup and support, you can go to the SFML website for the tutorial. Okay, again, the link is right here. Okay, /tutorials 2.6. Okay, again, I'm using version 2.6.1 for SFML. Okay, guys. So SFML says if you're slightly confused, don't worry. It's perfectly normal for beginners to be overwhelmed by all this information regarding static linking. Okay, that's if you want a static setup. I did a dynamic setup, okay? Just to be clear. If something doesn't work for you the first time around, you can simply keep trying. Always bear in mind what has been done above, okay? This is kind of copied from their website. If you still can't get static linking to work, you can check the FAQ and the forum for threads about static linking, okay? All right, let's go back to their little website here, and we'll just carry on, okay? So this is all kind of confusing. So that's why I did this video for you guys, to make things clear. All right, so I need to finish up here. Starting from the SFML 2.2, okay, this is all for static linking, okay? You also have to link the OpenGL 32. Now, is that the one I have? I have OpenAL 32, so this is kind of older. I just want to check something. No. Again, you must download the package that matches your version of C++. Okay? You have to match. So this is for static. If you want to do this extra step, that's if you're doing the -S. Okay? If you're using the -S files instead, static setup, okay, you'll have to add this extra step here, okay, just to let you know. All right, and that's in the C and the preprocessor. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, I'll show you. Because again, mine's dynamic. Preprocessor, see? And that's what it'll look like. That's already set up for you. It should look like this already. But if you're going to add the static, again, you'll type in here, right? And then, I don't know, I forget what it said. SFML _static and then a semicolon. Okay, that's what it said. I'm just gonna cancel that. Okay. What else? Okay, in this case, right, you're doing the static setup. If you notice that you could have either the -s suffix or the -s-d, okay? If you're doing a static setup, okay? Just to clear up, because there are more, right? There's a -s and a -d. This is for a static setup. Again, remember guys, debug is either is -d or -s-d. Okay, this is for static setup. Okay, I went with the dynamic setup. Okay, so I didn't even use this. Okay, and the regular files are for release. Okay, and if you're again, I'll say if you're going with the static setup, you have to do this step here. All right, let's keep on going here. Okay, you can check this website out. This is current, right? So this is current for you guys. Okay, and then they got a little program down here for testing, but I wanted to say something here, okay? So if you're using the SFML audio module, okay, right? I have audio in mind, right? I plan to use audio. Regardless whether statically or dynamically, you must also copy the DLL of the external library needed, which is the OpenAL32, okay? Like I said, you need that if you're gonna have the audio files in. It doesn't matter if it's static or dynamic, you need it, okay? So that's why I have mine set up. All right, guys, just to be clear, it's right there. Okay, again, it tells you where they are, right? This is just telling you where they are. I mean, they're in here as well, in the bin. Okay, let me just check something out. I just noticed something, yeah. And it did say that. OpenAL.dll. Okay, going back here. Oh my goodness, that's not where I want to be. Yeah, it's the OpenAL DLL file, so I should probably have that in instead, maybe. Okay, I got the LIB file. Okay, and then here it says the LIB files. Okay, so I probably have to change that, so that's an easy fix. Because I haven't really run any audio yet, so I haven't come across that. That's in the linker general, and go to release. No, that's in input. Okay, so DLL, easy fix, again, semicolon. Okay, I'm assuming that's where it goes. I'm gonna test it later, hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, apply, and then change it for debug as well. DLL. We'll see if it works. Hopefully I'll let you guys know in comments whether it does or not. Now usually what I do is once I've made changes, I'll save and then I'll literally close. Okay, click save, and then just reload Visual Studio. Okay, whenever you make changes, all right? Extra little tip. Yeah, it actually says the DLL. Now, it's not clear where to put it. If you choose on since blah blah blah. Okay, It's right there. But once you get it set up, you can actually copy this. Okay, of course you're going to have the int main. This is the brother, and this is the sister bracket. Okay, for the main. Int is a function. The int main is a function. Okay. All right, that's the brother for this int main function, and that's the sister right there. So all you need to do is copy this text. Okay. Or, you could be cool and awesome and just type it out because, hey, that's way better. Right? Getting to practice typing coding. Okay, again, int main. That's the brother. Where the? Okay, I was just checking the music. I gotta finish up here. I think this is long enough on this. Okay, that's the brother. Down here's the sister. Okay, these lines here will tell you that they're connected. All right, so don't mess up your curly brackets. Usually when, like, if I close this, let's bring up that one I just created. Whenever I start, like, you have a fresh new program, just go like this. There you go. Now you're ready to type. Okay, of course that's not code. Okay, good programming practice. I know a lot of people are, try to be lazy and they'll using namespace std, right? That's because, a lot of people don't want to type that all the time, right? So that's what that is. Okay, so maybe just get used to doing it the way, I guess we'll just say all the cool coders do it. Okay, there's another way of doing this too. You could go using how's that typed again? Standard, I think it's stdco. I think it's typed. No, I got that wrong. Standard namespace. Let me just go like this. Have a look here in a different program. See which one has it. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, forgot the binary operators. That's right. Okay. I mean, that's another way of doing it if you don't want to type the std all the time. Okay. All right. Let's close this. So again, right? You got a fresh new program. Yeah, just learn the code with that. Like, you even have to have, let's see if I don't have this. Okay. You can also have endline where you have to type std binary, the binary operators, and then endline. Okay. Same thing. \n is the same thing as endline. Okay. And it'll run hello world twice. Okay, and then you got a fresh new program. This you can just either keep, delete, do whatever you want. Leave it, keep it. The other thing you need is, we'll just go like this. For your console, where is it? Right here, this stuff. While close solution for viewers. I'm just showing you so you have a main program. There you go. Okay. This just pauses the console for you so you can view it. Okay. There we go, and it leaves it blank as well. And then you can hit escape twice, or you can hit the X button, whatever you want to do. Really, you start a fresh program, this is all you need to type that. This is all you need to type. And you'll have your first program, really. And then this, and then the sister bracket at the bottom, okay? Alright, I'm going to close that. And then we're going to run this little program I got. Again, it's nothing special. But I'll show you the line code. So this is creating a window. I was just doing a console test there. Creating another, because you'll have the console come up, plus you have an extra window come up. Okay? And It's linked to your graphics card, really. Okay, so then of course, you know, you could copy this line code if you want. I'm gonna create out a circle shape. Again, guys, right? Going back to the website, right? They do have tutorials, okay? They have drawing 2D stuff, okay? They have information on that. They have information on sprites and textures, okay? They have information on text and fonts, okay? I'm having a little issues with my text, so maybe in the future I'll give you guys how to set up when you want to work with text and fonts, okay? And then of course there's shapes, okay? It's all right here for you guys, okay? And then they have the FAQs, right, as well, okay? Whatever issues you have. And just more documentation. And then you can click up here as well. Main page. Let me just go back so you can see where I clicked. API documentation. Again, main page, right? It's code you could copy and paste, but hey, it's way better typing it yourself and learning what it's doing by typing it yourself. Copying and pasting is lazy to me. Okay, clock, it's got information. It's even got stuff on fonts. A lot of ready available information there. Okay, guys? Again, click learn. Tutorials. Audio, network. Okay, file transfer with the FPTs. Okay, I haven't used the network yet, but it's up there anyways. It's all ready, right? Again, this is all one-time setup, guys. Okay? Once you get these first steps set up, one-time setup. Okay? Alright. And then again, that's why I have these commented out, because I'm having issues with my font being loaded. There's something to do. It doesn't have access to Windows fonts. There's just no link. They do mention something about fonts, if I remember right. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, the load file from file function can sometimes fail with no obvious reason. So that's what I'm getting, okay? And I will get this error right here. Okay, so it's there as well on the website. Text and fonts. Alright? There's still more setup to do. Okay? There just is. Alright? And then this is critical here. Right? You need that. Okay, again, going back. Here. I'll show you down here as well. Okay? So this is while it's a while loop. While the window's open, it'll do all this. This is important, right? SF is a namespace. Event, right? That's built in, and then this is just an object. Okay? While blah 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 blah. Like you could just call it EV, right? And then make sure when you have your while loop that this stuff is inside your while loop. Okay? That's key, okay? That'll mess it. If you have this stuff outside your while loop, you're gonna just have a white window, okay? There'll be nothing, okay? Again, so, and then anytime like you create a shape, okay? It has to be in between clear and display, always. Anytime that you're returning objects, or outputting a shape or an object, what are they called? Entities? I don't know, whatever. I just know how to, I understand the coding, just the naming of things I still have to figure out, but that's okay. I know what's happening here, right? So again, when you're returning your shape to the screen, it has to be between, it absolutely has to be between clear and display. Okay, again, these three lines need to be inside your while loop. Okay, That's the end of your while loop. This is the brother. This is the sister to your while loop. Okay? And then I just type some different code up because I'm trying to level up my stuff, right? Getting better. You could also do that as well, right? You could type right here. So for circle shape 1, that's the radius. And then set fill color, you could have the namespace color. And then I created some variables for this first shape. Okay. Of course, these are the parameters, right? And then I just set a random position. I mean, you could have resolution. I don't know, what did I type? All resolutions list. Okay, I got a 1440p monitor, so I could type 1440 by, but common resolutions. Let's see. Come on, where are they? Man, this is old. Okay, 1280, right? Common resolution. Okay. This will be the size of your window. Okay, whoops. Let's see. Of course, you got 800 by 600, right? You can't just type in whatever you want, guys. You know, you have to follow the standard resolution format. Okay, you got 640 by 480. You could have a small window as you want, or you could have a window as large as your monitor. Okay. What else do they have? Right. I don't know if you can use it, but maybe you can. I haven't used it. 1024 by 576. What else? There's so many different ones. Okay. That one's not common, but this is common. 1280 by 720. Okay, these are the sizes you could use. 1280 by 720. I believe. What else do we have? Of course. Where is that? Yeah, right here. I didn't want to go too large, but you could have 1440, I guess. I haven't tested these out, guys, so it depends on what size you want. 1440 by 1080 and 1920 by 1080, right? Where is that? 1440. $1920 by 1280. There's 1200. Depends on what ratio you want, right? Anyways, I wouldn't go too crazy with those, right? I just start off small, right? Okay, so window sizes, all right? Size of your window. It's all pixels and resolution, guys, so you want it to be the same, all right? So, and then if you really want to go crazy, right? If you want to learn, let's see, let me hold up here. Oh, where's the rest of that? No, I won't bring it up on my list here. Okay, let me just delete some stuff here. Okay, I don't want the top searches. Did I clear my search? Oh my goodness. What is that? Meaningful colors, I think it's called. Meaningful colors. think the website was color meanings, I think. Yeah, there we go. No. Where's that website? Looking for it. I did a video on themes. Of course, I lost it in my Google. Oh my goodness gracious, it's Sally on Sundays. I forget what I typed in the search bar. I lost it. Try keeping it. RGB values, I don't know, for blue. I don't know what I typed again. No. I'm just trying to find that one website. And names, I think it was. And names I had, I think. Color meanings. Here we go. I finally found it. Okay. Right? So you can have this as well, guys, right? And then whatever colors, you have your main colors, right? Your main colors: red 255 450, blue 0118 255, and then of course for green, yellow, pink, purple, orange, indigo, violet, black and white. Okay, and then of course you can have variations of those colors, right? This website's really good. It's called Color Meanings. Okay, and then in my search bar, I forget what I typed. I type again. I think I had and names. Right? And then it brought up color meanings. There it is. Okay? And then of course you have all the variations of RGB. You can get yourself a little small notebook like I did. Go do the main colors, and then the second page do red, and then you can have variations. Depends on how crazy you want to go with the colors, right? So Color Meanings, good website for different colors. Okay. I mean, of course, I could do RGB values for green. I could do RGB values for I can't even type. And then I have names and colors as well, but of course, right? I'll bring this up, right? Okay? They're very consistent, and you can scroll all the way down. There's numerous colors. Again, I have RGB values for green and names of colors. Okay? Color meanings. Okay? So you can go crazy if you want. So here, I created values. Right, and then I could, for the first shape, I could just change them right here, right? But you can also do it like this inside here. So this is my second shape, object name C2, and I just typed in some random colors. So it's another way of doing it. That's all. Okay, and then for my window, you can change the background of your window. Okay, so window.clear. This is key right here. The way. See how I have this? Clear. Then I have draw my objects. They're called entities, aren't they? I don't know. Entities. Let me just have a look here. Sprites. Drawing 2D stuff. Sprite tutorial. Okay. And then display is at the end. Okay. You don't need this, but you could add it if you want. Alright, so let's run this. I hopefully went over it enough for you guys. Okay, and there we go. Loading, and then of course, cannot open DLL. Oh, okay. So that didn't like that. Okay, so I'm going to change that back. Okay, learning is growing. Alright, let's go back. That was under linker inputs. Okay, I'm going to change that back to LIB. Okay, so now you guys know. Apply. And then let's go release. LIB. Apply, okay. I'm just going to save it and close it and reload the program. Oh, what did I click? No, I don't want to share with Skype. Sheesh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, run my game. Okay, hopefully we're good now. Okay, let's test it. Alright, let's go. There we go. So now you guys know, and they need to be lib files, LIB files. Okay? There we go. There's no motion and stuff yet, right? Eventually, this is just returning two objects with two different colors. Okay? And I changed the background. Okay? Real simple kind of what I have. And then again, the tutorial online, guys, learn, and then you can get into position and rotation and transforming entities. That's what it's called, entities, right? I gotta work on text still. I gotta fix that. There's a bug. There's so much. There's lots here. So playing sound and music. It's all here for you guys. Okay? It's all here. Again, once you get all set up, you can just type all this. Okay? You need all this. This is the main, right? Create a shape. Create your render window. You can type it like that as well. Right? Set your fill color. Do your while loop. Clear, draw, display. Basic program. And use this line code for testing. Okay? No, that's the same thing. Yeah, drawing stuff, right? You could go right into here. Learn how to draw stuff. Sprite tutorial, text tutorial. It's all here for you guys. Okay? Again, that's the website. Alright, first thing you have to do, Visual Studio, download, install, maybe reboot your system, and then of course install SFML. SFML is downloads as a zip file, okay? It's kind of like an add-on to Windows Studio Community. Okay guys? Alright, that is it. I'm done. Hopefully that helped you. That's probably longer of a video than I expected it to be, but I'm just trying to give you a good thorough explanation and how to here. Alright guys, just hold off. I need something here. Kind of deleted, closed everything earlier. See, here we go. Let's throw this out.
Epidemic Sound have advanced search filters.
That. I have to load it again because these silly commercials. Okay, here we go. Let's run it again. Alright, you guys. Appreciate you watching, guys, gals. Johnny with Whiskey Tango here on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Lurkers, twerkers, chatters, thank you for being here. Sorry I didn't talk to you, but hello. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate you so much. Viewers, subscribers, let's go. Hope you guys and gals are having an awesome day. For now, Johnny's saying peace out. Take care, guys.